Hello everybody, I'm live on Facebook, I think. um, let's see, all right, I think it's working. Let's hope so. Anyway, comment, let me know if you're here, if you're watching. I'm Dr. Alice Langholt, the founder of Practical Reiki, here for our weekly talk about Reiki time. I'm sitting outside because it's just a beautiful day and the sunshine feels good and the birds are singing behind me and the chickens are wandering around the yard doing their little chicken thing, and I just wanted to be out enjoying nature. So I hope that you also get some time to do out enjoying nature things. My table's a little wet. Okay, anyway, today our topic is, oh, there we are. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, good. Oh, it looks kind of good. All right, I can see myself. That's fun. Okay, it's like the new Facebook format. Anyway, I'll try not to meander. Our topic for today is if I don't use Reiki no, that's not the topic. That's last week's. Our topic for today is if I can't feel Reiki flowing, or if my subject can't feel Reiki flowing, is it working? And that's a really important question that I get sometimes from my students. Let me turn off my phone ringer. There we go. From my students or from curious people. If I'm getting Reiki and I don't feel it, doesn't that mean it doesn't work? Or if I'm giving Reiki and the person I'm giving Reiki to can't feel it, does that mean it doesn't work? So let's talk about that. There are several parts to this answer to this question. There's lots of ways to look at things. So let's start with, if you're giving yourself Reiki, if you're attuned to Reiki, you've been trained in Reiki, and you're giving yourself Reiki, and you're wondering, well, gosh, I don't feel it. Does that mean it's not working? Then let's ask some questions first. Number one, how are you feeling? Are you exhausted? Are you giving yourself Reiki from a state of being completely exhausted and absolutely distracted? Is that something that's going on for you? If these things are the case, if you are completely exhausted and you are really distracted, or you're super hot or super cold, or you're in pain, these things are going to probably affect the strength of your intuitive abilities, meaning that Reiki is subtle. Your intuition is subtle. Why? Because we spend less time in our lives using it than our physical senses. Physical senses are going to give you the sensation of pain, of exhaustion, of stuffy nose, of whatever it is, all your physical stuff. That is always going to stand in the forefront of your mind. And the little gentle intuitive nudges and stuff that's going on underneath is harder to feel if you are overwhelmed by the physical stuff. So if you are exhausted, if you are in pain, too hot, too cold, or feeling sick, it's going to be more difficult for you to actually feel the subtle sensations of Reiki or any of your intuitive abilities, frankly. So think about that. So if you're going, I can't feel the Reiki, instead, maybe focus on your symptoms. Somebody's dog, okay? Maybe focus on your symptoms, and are they changing? Meaning, how much pain, if you're in pain, I hope not, but if you are, then pay attention to the difference in the pain. Or do you suddenly feel warm there, or do you feel your pain level coming down or tingling or changing somehow? If you're really exhausted, just let yourself receive as much Reiki as you can, and don't worry too much about, am I feeling this or not? Just let it happen. Just let yourself receive it, because you know what? There's no downside, okay? There's no downside. You're not doing it wrong. You're just trying to help, okay? So if it's you, and self-healing, by the way, that's the other thing I want to say. Self-healing is less powerfully felt for most people than receiving Reiki from another person. So that's just a fact. You're doing it for yourself. You are in both parts of the process. You are giving and you are receiving Reiki. So it's a little bit harder to be in all of those places at once. Doesn't mean it doesn't work, but it's sort of like, are you brushing your teeth or you're going to the dentist? You're brushing your teeth. Are your teeth gonna be as white and perfect as after you've seen the dentist? Probably not. They have special tools. They know a lot more about their job than we do. We brush, we floss, we do our best. Dentists know all the extra stuff. They have extra stuff anyway. The point is, if you're getting Reiki from another person, that's like going to the dentist. If you're giving yourself Reiki, that's like brushing your teeth, okay? So it's not that it's not a good job, and it's not that you shouldn't do it. You should, but but it's that this is going to be experienced differently, and it's more for like maintenance, okay? So that's about self Reiki. So if you're giving yourself Reiki and you can't feel it, my advice is keep going. Don't worry about that. Let yourself receive it. The benefits are going to speak for themselves once you have regular practice, okay? So that's what I have to say about self Reiki. Now, another question, if I'm a Reiki practitioner or Reiki master and I'm giving Reiki to somebody else and they go, I don't feel anything, I don't feel any different. That does not mean you suck, okay? It doesn't mean you're bad at this, and it doesn't mean that they're mean or something like that. There's like a little baby spider here on my table. It's so cute. Okay, so it doesn't mean that at all. I want you to let that go. So the first thing is, if I'm giving Reiki to somebody, and I'll talk about my own experience. Sorry, I just don't want it on my lap. Okay, I'm talking about my own experience. Hi, little Spidey. Can I just invite you to go somewhere else? Okay, thank you, sweetie. Okay, I didn't smush it, I promise. I just like brushed it off the table. So anyways, speaking from my own experience, okay, when I give Reiki to somebody who's new to Reiki, not in my office. In my office, everybody they have an hour to have a powerful experience, to have the benefits. But I'm talking about like a little 10-minute taster of Reiki or a 10-minute session like at an expo or something. If I'm giving Reiki to somebody new, or if it's just someone who, I met or whatever, you know what I mean? Just like a casual session. They're sitting in a chair maybe, and I have them close their eyes. Why do I have them close their eyes? First of all, yeah, let's talk about setting it up for them, okay? Because if you're just like standing there like, what do I do? That's going to be interfering. Their mind is going to be in the way. All right, so let's talk about that first. If you're giving Reiki to someone and it's their first time, and you want to help them have the most optimal opportunity for experiencing the energy, then have them sit down, okay, in a comfortable, just sit in a chair, okay, and have put their feet down, not crossed. They should not be sitting like this. This is a closed posture. You don't want their arms folded or them clenched up in any way. They shouldn't even have their legs crossed, okay, just a relaxed posture. And have them close their eyes. Now, why should they close their eyes? Because if you close your eyes, it helps you to just pay attention to yourself. There's a lot going on around us all the time. I mean, over there, my chickens are doing their chicken thing. My cat's over here, like chilling on the porch. And I mean, the bird, there's a bird that just flew overhead. I just looked at my chickens to see if it scared them because it's a hawk, but it's a turkey vulture. So anyway, but see, there's all this like stuff going on around me, right? If I close my eyes, I'm only paying attention to what I am sensing and feeling, and I'm not really distracted by all that jazz. Okay, so yes, have them sit in a comfortable way in an open position, which means like I like to have my people have their palms up on their lap, like resting on their lap, but palms up, because palms down is more of a closed mindset, like folding your arms, but palms up is receptive. We want their mind open to trying this, okay? So their body is going to also express that openness, which the mind will also take as this is okay. All right, so I have them sit like that and close their eyes and start to I tell them, just pay attention to how you feel. Just notice anything different that comes to you. I give them a little prep, okay? I don't want them to, because they're gonna be like, well, what am I supposed to feel? And like that's obligation and that's pressure. And I don't want somebody having that. Okay? That's not a good thing. That's not helpful. I'm just looking to see if there's any comments. Okay, I don't know. This new format of Facebook is a little weird, but okay. So there's no expectations. That takes the pressure off. Because people, if they're feeling pressure, are going to be too self-conscious. Their intuition is probably just so quiet and not used to being listened to. And if they're thinking all these things like, oh, am I doing it right? Or what's going to happen? Then and all these other things, then they are getting in their own way. Their thoughts are too loud. We want to help them just quiet themselves. So, deep breath, relax, just let yourself notice anything that happens. There's no wrong answers. Now they're not feeling pressure. And if they're going to say, what am I supposed to feel, or what is this going to be like, then I would just maybe say something like, everybody has a different experience. It's really about what it's like for you. I might tell them some people see colors when you close your eyes, so maybe look out for that in case that's you. Some people might feel tingles or sense of deep relaxation. Pretty much relaxation is across the board what everyone's going to feel. You're going to feel more relaxed than normally sitting in the kind of chair you're sitting in, okay? You'd feel like extra relaxed. Sometimes people feel heavy or tingly or something like that, So I tell them that, but it's not like one's right or wrong. It's just, these are just some possibilities. So my advice is just be open to whatever happens and notice it. And I tell them it's okay to talk. It's okay to mention when you notice something or keep it to yourself. It's up to you. Like, it doesn't affect me or the energy. If you talk, if you say, oh, I see a triangle, or oh, I see green or something, we can talk about that. That's fine. So I give them the opportunity to just be curious about the subtle sensations that they may normally dismiss. I think that's a very big key to being able to feel Reiki and work with it, is to just, sorry, I'm distracted by my hair, right, to just be able to pay attention and like accept whatever's coming to you without judgment. It's us self-judging, being like, oh, that was nothing. Oh, I made that up. Oh, what was that? Ugh, never mind. Like they're doing that kind of crap in our heads, like that gets in the way. So, all right, this is like the prep work I do for somebody if I'm going to give them Reiki and it's their first time. So now they're going to sit and they're going to close their eyes. And I might not even touch them. I might just hold one hand in front and back of their heart chakra, or over their head, on their head, or I just lay my hands gently on their shoulders. I might just do that. The heart chakra is very sensitive. This chest area is very sensitive to energy. And because this chakra is the biggest and it's the one that we're most used to using to relate to other people. So if I pull a hand here in front, not touching, okay, and I'll hold the hand behind them, just they're aware of my presence. They're paying attention to their heart. They're just paying attention, and they're more likely to feel something. And that's good. Look, ultimately, it's not about if you feel something. It's about how the Reiki's helping you. So I say to somebody, if you have pain, this should help you. If you feel stressed, this should help you relax. You want to have a difference in before and after. And that is fine. And if they're like, well, I didn't feel anything, but I am more relaxed, then that's great. Being relaxed is good for you. So, let's try to remember that. It's not about how much a person has some sort of spiritual experience. It's about, are they feeling relaxed? Are they feeling good? That's what we're really going for here. So, all right, so that's like preparing a person can help increase your chances for what feels like success as a practitioner giving Reiki to another person. Now, let's talk about, say you did all that, and they still are like, I don't know, I feel the same. Say, okay, because maybe that person just isn't tuned into their intuition. Maybe they were distracted. Maybe they just were closed in some way. Maybe inside they think this is baloney, this is stupid. Maybe they have that going on in their minds. Or maybe there's some fear in them that isn't really letting them have this Reiki right now. Believe me, it's not your fault. You haven't done anything wrong. If you are intending to send Reiki, it's a crow. Oh, good. Okay. I like crows because they keep hawks away. If you are intending to send Reiki, you are intending to channel Reiki for this person, and then you're doing your job. You're intending and you're paying attention to the energy flow, and you aren't like busy thinking about what that guy said or what happened yesterday or worrying about where you're going next, then you're doing your job. You're doing it right. Try not to be consumed with self-doubt. That also can get in the way, unfortunately. Being worried about, am I doing it right? I'm probably no good at this. Oh my God. If you're like doing that to yourself, let that crap go. Don't do that. Catch yourself doing that. Move that aside. You are a pure channel for the energy. You've been attuned. You don't have to be a guru to do Reiki, all right? Anyone can do it. Thank you. The crow wants to say hello. All right. So please have your own sense of confidence and trust in what you're doing and trust in the energy flow. That goes a long way too. If you're acting insecure while you're trying to give somebody Reiki because you're all worried about, oh, what are they going to think? Is this going to work? Blah, blah, blah. You're getting in your own way too. Really try not to do that. Really avoid that. You are attuned. You know how to do this. Turn the Reiki on, and intend the healing that is needed for this person and get out of your own way. All right? Let the energy flow and allow this person to experience it. You really don't have to overthink it, okay? If you're overthinking it, stop yourself. So that's the other thing, all right? Now, again, as I said, if the person says, I didn't feel anything, I don't feel any different, I guess this doesn't work, you say to them, maybe this isn't the time. We can try again another time if you'd like. Or thank you for letting me try this for you, which is also just a very nice thing to say. Thank you for letting me give you some Reiki and for allowing yourself to explore this new experience. That's it. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to be like, I'm not very good at this. Don't let this matter to you as far as your own self-esteem or a measurement of how good you are at Reiki. All that is just a whole bunch of crap. Just keep that away from your mind. You think that, let it go. It's really not realistic and it's not helpful in any way. And it's not a way to measure yourself as far as whether or not you're good at this, okay? Keep doing the work you do with quiet confidence. Really important, because the more that you are consumed with self-doubt, the more you're getting in your own way, and the more that person, whoever you're giving Reiki to, is going to feel that, and they won't feel very confident in you either, and that will get in the way. All right? So that pretty much covers it. Basically, give yourself Reiki. It works. Reiki is going to produce a relaxation effect. Reiki can be healing in ways that you might not be aware of for you or for somebody else. Physical sensations can get in the way of experiencing intuitive sensations, but that doesn't mean the Reiki is not working. Consider before and after in a holistic way about how you feel. Okay? Also, same with your person that you're giving Reiki to. Think I've gone over that, okay, but help them have a little bit of how to sit and what to be in a receptive posture and receptive mindset. Reassure them, reassure yourself, okay? Feel confident that you know how to do this and don't have expectations of anything, okay, other than you are giving them Reiki in hope that they receive whatever is best for them for their highest and best. Also, don't be attached to outcomes. That's another thing. Don't be attached to outcomes. If you want this person's headache to go away, your intention is relieve headache, and you're giving them Reiki, and their headache doesn't go away, it doesn't mean the Reiki didn't help them. It probably helped them in some way that they aren't yet able to identify because they're so focused on their headache. But maybe it's helping in some other way, like the stress behind the headache, and then the headache will go away. Or when they release the stress. I mean, who knows, okay? I'm just saying it's not always up to us either. Only thing that we control is Reiki on and offering it for the highest and best of this person without being attached to the outcome. Look, we all want people to feel better and for them to thank us. Oh, it's so nice. That really helped, Alice. Thank you. You're just really great. Yeah, I am. Thanks. No, but I'm happy that Reiki helped you is what I say. I'm glad I could be here to offer you some energy to help you have feel better. That. Not like, yay me, woo! It doesn't look like yay Reiki is what I say. Yay Reiki. I love Reiki, and I'm so happy that it has given me the opportunity to help people in ways that I never dreamed that I would have been able to before. So try to keep your perspective and your ego, in check. Mostly when I say that, it's not because people are being so like, yay me. It's more like they're being, I suck if it doesn't work out the way they expect. That is also about keeping your ego in check. It's not your fault. It's not your problem. It doesn't mean you're terrible. It means that Reiki worked or in a different way than we expected, or that person somehow wasn't really ready for the Reiki session. Not to blame them, but that does happen sometimes. Okay? There, yeah. So now I feel like I've covered this topic. I didn't see any questions come in as comments, and I can't even tell if anyone's watching. But that's okay. That's all okay. Somebody's probably you're going to be maybe watching the replay, or maybe you're watching live and I just can't tell because Facebook is weird right now. In any case, I'm getting a phone call, which means that it's probably time to end this. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Hello, this is Alice.